Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Australians, I am at the front of the Supreme Court with the wonderful peer sisters, Dr. Beverly and Dr. Valerie. Absolute warriors standing up for all of us. Dr. Beverly's matter was the Supreme Court of Appeal handed down their decision today, which is
dismiss my appeal for the case that I came to the Supreme Court on the 26th, which is the Supreme Court of Appeal, on the 26th of February, asking the three justices, who are Donahue, Niall and Walker, asking them to consider allowing the implied freedom of political communication according to the Constitution to be accepted, and therefore to negate the conditions imposed on me by APRA, the conditions on my registration, on my medical practice. So I've come back to the court today after this 2-month period, and their answer was a very quick, it's dismissed. You failed. All right, I failed, have I? I have failed in allowing the truth to come out about the implied freedom of political communication being part of our constitutional rights. But the national law of APRA says nothing about free speech. I spoke on a podcast on Rumble in June 2024, and APRA trolled through that. They found it. They have no right. There's nothing in the statute that says.
On that podcast, you simply released official data.
It was official data.
It was official data. So we've got.
It was not personal opinion. It was the truth. It was research. It was scientific research
that wasn't available to the people. So the doctors had they could get to it. So Dr. Beverly shared it. So this is the thing. We've got now 3 justices in the Supreme Court of Appeal who looked very uncomfortable, I might add, that have said that the statute did not exceed the Constitution. Basically, the Constitution's irrelevant in this matter, and Dr. Beverly has got no implied freedom of political communication.
Not as a doctor. As a doctor, well, there is a very important principle in medicine called the Boland principle, and doctors must converse and debate issues in order to come to greater understanding and better practice for their patients.
And doctors are entitled to have different opinions.
Absolutely. Well, this is the thing. Dr. Beverly is not allowed to speak as a doctor. She is a doctor. So we're in this we're in an imaginary world of what you identify as or what you hold yourself out to be, a world of legal fictions.
There is nothing in the national law that says that I, as a doctor, cannot speak to patients. That's who I ultimately was speaking to on that podcast. Patients need to be counselled, they need to be made aware of these issues, to which they have been lied by government.
But media and politicians and celebrities, that's fine. No one thinks an eye. So they're impersonating a qualified doctor when they speak, and no one says a word.
Yeah, absolutely.
But a qualified doctor speaks, and they're hauled before the court.
And the reason that the judges are not acting truly in a just manner is because they're protecting their reputation. They are told by government that you cannot say anything else but the narrative. You cannot make a legal decision, a legal judgment, which is against the government narrative.
So this is communism. This is a political matter entirely. The law is not considered, I believe.
Look, we've just got to continue to stand up and pull this apart. So every time there has been a breach of our Constitution, every time these judges ignore it, and they are bound to our Constitution pursuant to Clause 5. They've taken an oath, as both you lovely ladies have. Your primary obligation is to care of your patients. So this is the thing,
And what about Clause 5 of the Constitution?
That's what I just said.
The judges are bound.
They're bound by it pursuant to Clause 5. So this is the other thing. Doctors with their oaths, their primary obligation and they cannot provide a medical treatment because it is conditional upon informed consent. We are living in a mad world, people. So take my hat off to these two amazing ladies. Dr. Valerie's got more matters in the court. She's probably up to about 55 hearings at this point in time. And the wonderful Dr. Beverley, I don't know what you're up to now, maybe 12 or 15. And Dr. Beverley's next matter is on the 13th of May in the Supreme Court of New South Wales.
I'll just briefly update people on that matter. You'll probably be asking, well, what's happened to your mandates case? Well, I'm getting a runaround. The matter was filed in the High Court.
No, you can run around.
The matter was filed in the High Court in January 25, and it was remitted to the Federal Court in April 25, and from there, again, we've been contesting the jurisdiction of the Federal Court to provide a remedy, and the Federal Court judges don't want a bar of it, and they're making it as difficult as possible. They will not release the truth on their jurisdiction. So we've had to go to the New South Wales Supreme Court, which can act as a High Court, as a Chapter 3 court, and also directly back to the High Court if they will accept the matter of judging the jurisdiction, the actual truth of the jurisdiction of the Federal Court to apply the remedy. So it's not that I don't want an answer, but I'm very eager to have an answer. And thanks very much for all those who've donated, but I still need more support because it's costing a lot of money.
Please support these wonderful ladies. I shall put up both the Give, Send, Goes to help fund their cases, because this is a long haul for both of these amazing ladies. This is for us, people. This is fighting for our medical rights as well. This is about our bodily autonomy and about us being able to trust what our doctors say. So at this point in time, any doctor that's registered with AHPRA that can be gagged and told what they can and can't say, basically withhold information.
We need
no
the
confidence in it.
to stand behind us.
Doctors, please get together.
Come, speak the truth. Do you want to be
As a
gagged
united
by
front,
AHPRA? Do you really want to be gagged by AHPRA and lose the trust of your patients?
reach out to the Australian Medical Network and AMPS, please. We have got to get these matters through the courts.
And I just want to say that I've got successful filing into the High Court. It's a final appeal, of course. The High Court is the highest appeal court in Australia. My case in regard to the indefinite suspension of a medical practitioner has been through the lower courts, both the Supreme Court here in Victoria and the Court of Appeal, and now it's into the High Court because the Victorian courts have not been able to I've been unsuccessful there because they're not ruling according to the law. So it's into the High Court. We trust that the High Court will rule according to the law.
Call it how it is. Call it how it is, Dr. Valerie. They have been perverting the course of justice. They've been colluding with the states, with AHPRA and the Medical Board of Australia. So the corruption is absolutely bloody rife through these lower courts. And this is where the true fight and struggle is going over all of the transcripts and making them accountable, holding them accountable for what they say. Okay, we're going to have to cut this short now, I think, because I've got to try and get this up on YouTube. Please assist these wonderful ladies, support these ladies. Thank you very much, Dr. Beverley, Dr. Valerie. She is absolutely amazing. Okay. Ciao for now, people.
Thank you, supporters.
Thank you, thank you. Wonderful.
So, 30 times